These three things affect how you defend against crosses. The first thing I notice is whether you are using manual or assisted switching. So what I do in manual switching is I don't switch to my left back or right back because it would automatically mark the opponent. The second thing is the direction in which you clear the ball towards. I'll talk about the direction in a minute, but let's talk about why manual switching might be the best how to defend. So currently I'm using assisted C-TekGH, and as you can see, the C-TekGH automatically changes to the nearest player, and if you aren't constantly aware of the fact that C-TekGH keeps changing, you would wrongly move your player like I just did right now. So I'm gonna change to manual switching to prove the point. As you may already know, in manual switching the C-TekGH doesn't change at all, but there is another interesting thing about manual switching. It is that the other player that the C-TekGH isn't on would try to reach for the ball, like just now, the player did a shoulder charge to win the ball, and if you are good at scoring from quick counters, this should be an easy one for you. I'm gonna show other instances that manual switching has been very effective as compared to assisted switching. So here's another scenario. My center back and DMF tried to win the ball and it was very successful. Before we talk about the second method of preventing goals scored from crosses, I would like to point out a common mistake that most of us usually do. It says when the ball reaches the left back or right back, we immediately switch to that player. This is a very bad practice in my opinion. What I recommend is try not switching to the left back or right back. Focus on whether it's gonna cut inside or it's gonna give the cross rather than charging straight into your opponent. So here's another scenario too. I'm still using manual switching. My defender is just watching him, and the scenario again, ball won successfully. Okay, so I'll talk about what my defender was watching him in another video, but right now let's talk about the second method of preventing crosses. So I realized that most of the crosses considered are from the down part. Okay, so defending crosses from the down part is really difficult because the pitch isn't straight. I have considered a lot from crosses on the down area. That's really frustrating, but I learned the secret and I'm gonna show you the secret and explain to you why it's very difficult to defend in crosses, especially on the down part. Now what happens when some of us try to clear the ball is that our defender moves to the back of the opponent instead of moving in front of the player. Now if you watch the arrow carefully, this is a straight arrow. Now if I move up towards the upper part of the pitch, my player is gonna move up. It's still gonna move up. But when it comes to the down part of the pitch, as I've said, the pitch isn't straight. When you move down with the down direction, your player is gonna be at the back of the opponent when you try to clear the ball. So what I recommend is move to the right, but bring it a little bit down. Practice doing that and you would master clearing a lot of crosses. The final thing is I noticed certain play styles are really bad or poor when it comes to defending crosses, and the most effective play style I notice when it comes to defending crosses, your player movement especially, is possession play style. Man marking is so effective in possession play style that you don't have to worry about your player movement and possession play style. Your defenders are right where they are supposed to be. More of that would be in the next video, so make sure you like this video and turn on the notification bell. I'ma catch you boys in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out.